me. Hopefully you can hear me. Hello. Right, I've got... We're doing both. We're doing YouTube and Twitch. Hello. Whey. I think everything's still working. I mean, it's been a good number of months. You're hearing me twice. Ah. Okay, that's an issue. How are you hearing me twice? Are you still hearing me twice? It's all good on YouTube. Christopher Hughes says it's all good on YouTube. So you can hear me and you can hear the music. You had the YouTube tab open. I ran. Hello, welcome in. Just a short little stream. I've had work, been out and played football, had a work meeting after football, quick shower, and now a quick stream, and then we'll be done and dusted, basically, for this thing. It'll be around a couple of hours, just after midnight in Singapore. We'll finish up. Hello from Jakarta. Hello from Singapore. Aces, thank you for the check-in. Vicings Gudetti. I've probably absolutely butchered that, but I'm going to call you Gudetti. Thank you very much for the follow. First one of the new stream. Aces, thank you very much for the resubscription. I appreciate all those people that have been resubscribed or been subscribed when I haven't been active at all on Twitch. But yeah, so it's good. So if I keep looking from side to side, it's because that side has Twitch chat, this side has YouTube chat. So that's why. So don't worry if you think I'm going to hurt my neck or anything. I'm not. I don't know why YouTube is telling me that I've got a bit rate of 0 on my audio. Chris says he can hear me, so I'm going to assume I'm all okay to be heard. Of course, if you do want to follow, like, subscribe, I've got to say everything because we're on both channels. Please do. Aces, I've been good. Thank you. I've been good. Thank you, Mike and Chris. Good to know that YouTube is working very well. It's now just popped up as if it was listening to me and it said stream is healthy. So there we go. I've been good, Aces. I've been good. And of course, what I haven't done is figured out a way to condense my chat from YouTube and Twitch into one chat box. So the only one you can see on stream is Twitch, and I can see, and YouTube can see YouTube, but Twitch can't see YouTube and YouTube can't see Twitch. So if I answer a question that you can't see, that's why. It's come from the other platform. So, but it looks like it's all working okay, to be honest. But yes, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. We've had a very busy start to 2025, my wife and I. Some big news potentially coming later this year, which is interesting. No, we're not having a baby. We don't want kids, so I'll nip that in the bud straight away. But yeah, we've been pretty good. We've been pretty good. Busy. Christmas was great. Went to the Maldives for Christmas. And then, yeah, I've just been trying to make a lot of effort with the YouTube stuff, Football Manager, the Youth Academy. As soon as FM25 was knocked on the head and cancelled, I've realised because I have chat everywhere. I'm not looking at the camera, but because let's relax into this. We've got relaxing, lo-fi free, royalty-free music on, so I don't have to worry about that. It's very chilled. Yeah, because FM25 got knocked on the head, which we can have a chat about. I thought let's really use the rest of FM24 to try stuff, editing stuff in the videos, Power BI for data. Like, let's get back to a bit of streaming when I get some time, and let's go for it. Let's go for it. See what happens. So let's see what happens. Really loving the data-oriented work on the Youth Academy save, by the way. Thank you. I mean, I've put a lot of effort into that Power BI thing, which is quite cool. I mean, I could probably flash it up on screen. So, hello, Fred. How you doing, Freddie? Welcome in for the first time chat. Thank you very much. I think as well, I've edited Twitch to be... I've edited Twitch so that there's no rewards anymore around the Polish save. That's died. Apologies for everyone that invested in their new gens and things like that. But yeah, just with the time, I couldn't keep that up. I wanted to then do it as a YouTube series, but it didn't work. For those that don't know, I have a full-time... I live in Singapore. 2, I do have a full-time job here in Singapore, which actually has little to do with Singapore anymore. I now get most of my work from the UK and the US, and I'm on calls either really early in the morning or really late at night. And I've sort of thought about the idea of streaming like early morning my time, or in the morning Singapore, but that would be really rubbish because the only people that would be up would be Americans very late. Like the UK would be asleep, most of Europe would be asleep. So I've got to try and squeeze streams in where I can. So there'll probably be a bit more like this, where it's like 2-hour streams, and we'll probably spend most of it chatting, to be honest, rather than actually playing Football Manager. But yeah, we'll see. Sean, hello mate. It's been a while. It has been a while. We're just chatting and catching up about how busy I've been. How have you guys been? How's everyone been out there in the internet, to be honest? Yeah, let me know. Tobias on YouTube says, love the Outcast to Glory sort of saves, my favourite. I finally bought FM24 a couple of months ago and doing a similar save. Nice. Second Yellow Card is doing a very good Outcast to Glory save at the moment, isn't he? Which is awesome. Yeah, but how's everyone doing? Guidetti, Aces, Fred, Sean, Chris, Mike. Let me know how everybody's doing. And this is, I think, if I'm right in saying, the first ever Football Manager stream I've done on YouTube. It's always only ever been on Twitch, and I was doing that to try and build a community over on Twitch, but I was sort of like, why am I doing that? Like, I've got a great community on YouTube. The Twitch community I have is really good. I'm not here for the money. I mean, any money I get from it is a bonus. It helps towards treating myself for golf stuff and things like that. But yeah, I don't do this for the money. I do it because I love Football Manager, and I love talking to other people about Football Manager, which is a little bit sad when you think about it. But that's why we're all here. So I can't be that sad because lots of people like doing it. So yeah, we'll see. You're good playing my Kyoto save right now. Oh, nice. Excellent. Kyoto in Japan. I went there last year. Very nice. One of my favourite places in Japan, Kyoto. I went and saw an FC Tokyo game when I was there. It was really good fun. Absolutely loved it. I think we've caught up, right? So, I mean, we've got a like on the YouTube stream, which is awesome. But yeah. How many people are here that have never been here before? How many people are here that have never been here before? That would be an interesting question, I guess, later on. It's quite. I don't really track how many people are watching and things like that. Again, the numbers don't really bother me. I just sort of do it and chat. And if I don't feel the vibe, then I'll end the stream a bit early. But I feel like today's pretty good. Just watching YouTube content on FM24, your golf tournament is great as well. I'm telling you, PGA Tour 2K25, what a game. What a game that is. If you like golf, if you're like new to golf and you're playing golf and you actually want to learn a bit more about golf in terms of what you do with certain situations, I actually think PGA Tour 2K25 is a very good game to help with that. But yeah, absolutely loving that. I think there'll be something that pops up. Of course, YouTube, lucky YouTube here, will not get any sort of adverts or any sort of, they might get ads as in ad breaks, but they won't get my pop-ups that Twitch get to be like, hey, subscribe to the channel, come and watch the second channel, subscribe and things like that, because I haven't set any of that up for YouTube. So enjoy unadulterated, no, that's not the right word, uninterrupted chatter YouTube. Enjoy it. But yeah, the golf stuff I'm loving it, and I need to carry on with Civ as well, so yeah, it's good. Chris is all good, doing a youth academy save myself with Dulwich Hamlet, stuck in the National League at the moment, 8th season, keep losing my best players to the League One, 2 teams. Yes, I feel like that's going to happen with Folkestone Invicta. If we don't get out of the National League this season, we have a number of good youngsters coming through that I think we're going to lose. I don't think we're going to keep hold of them. So we'll say, Grooves Boy, thank you very much. Grovesy. We'll call you Grovesy. Grovesy, thank you very much. Let me know if the music's a bit too loud, by the way, because it's quite loud my end, but that's what I can turn it down my end and then turn it up your end, to be honest, if it's all right. But we'll see. Yes, thank you for the follow, Groovesy Boy. I don't know why it didn't pop up with a little pa-ding and say you followed, but thank you very much for the follow. I can see it, so that's good. Guidetti that's why I watch on YouTube and chat on Twitch whenever people do double streams. Nice. How very generous of you. That's very good. Should we get into the game? Do you want to see what I've been doing with Fulham? If you're not in the Discord, by the way, if you type !Discord in Twitch, then you can get a link to the Discord channel. But this was I'm carrying on the save that I started with Fulham, was doing updates in the Discord, which I will keep doing. There'll be end of season updates though, and it's gone really well. It's gone really well. Like, the Fulham save is going very well, and I'm trying to keep it somewhat realistic in terms of transfers, and I plan to be around with Fulham for quite a long time. I want to win a handful of Premier League titles if we can, a couple of Champions Leagues, World Club Cups, all that good stuff, and see how we get on. So let's get into the game, and I can use my fancy little animation. You're on the list to do that. There you go. Oh, it came through and said Grovesy. There you go, Grovesy. It just needed me to go to this screen, and it popped up for some reason. So let me know if I can call you something else. It's Grovesy Boy BPM. No, Groves. Groves? Is it Groves or Groisy? I don't know. And that's on Twitch, by the way, YouTube folk. But yeah, thank you all for being here. This is the Fulham save. And we're in 2027. We're just nearly at January, actually. And we're currently second behind Man City by 4 points. We're very, very good. Better late than never. Exactly. Grovesy's fine. Excellent. Good to have you around. We're second in the league after 16 games. We're playing some very, very nice football. It started as a challenge to see how far I could get Fulham playing a 4-4-2. That's sort of been abandoned as our team has got really good. We've gone to this 4-2-3-1 system, which I absolutely adore. And yeah, we've not lost a game in quite a while this season. But I mean, yeah, if we go back to the beginning, where it for some reason has lost all my data. This was all 4-4-2, a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4, like that. We had a pretty decent time of it. We got to the FA Cup final and lost to Liverpool. Did all right in the league. And then again, this was 4-4-2, 4-2-4. We did all right. Got all the way to the Champions League knockouts. And yeah, didn't do too much after that. This was all 4-4-2 and 4-2-4 as well. Got to the Europa League final, got smashed by Arsenal 3-0, which was lovely. Like, glad that happened. Glad we went all the way through that competition to lose to another English team 3-0. That was good fun. And then this was 4-4-2 as well. We got all the way through to the Europa League final and won it. We beat Rangers 2-0 last year. We won the Europa League final and lost 3-1 to Arsenal at Wembley in the FA Cup final. So we're still to win any sort of domestic trophy. And then this year we are playing a 4-2-3-1 and we've gone pretty well, to be honest. So if we have a quick look at profile. Oh my god, what am I doing? Stages, that's where I want to go. So you can see, so if we go back to the beginning, we finished 4th with Fulham in our first season, which was good. Big fan of the Invicta save, being a Folkestone boy myself, as well as watch them regularly. This is good background whilst I sadly have to work. Well, Exo I'm going to call you Exo. It's good to always have another Folkestone boy in the chat, and I'm glad you still get to watch them regularly. Whenever I get back to the UK or down to Kent, I do try and get there if they're playing at home on the Saturday. I'll always try and pop along at 3 o'clock on a Saturday to Cheriton Road to see the mighty Invicta play. And I did have a really good record until the last time I came back, and then they we drew with Cray Athletic, and it was quite a rubbish game, to be honest. But yeah, first season, finished 4th, got Champions League, really good. Second season, dropped down to 7th, got into the Europa League, which was a bit annoying. 7th again the year after that, Europa League, but we won the Europa League, so got into the Champions League, and where we finished 4th the next season after that, got into the Champions League again, and then currently 2nd. So a pint is on me if I ever catch you. Oh, thank you very much. Just come up and say hello. I had a couple of people that said hello last time I was back in just after COVID. And everyone was asking me why I was wearing a mask. And I was like, well, I have to wear a mask because if I get COVID, I'm not allowed back into Singapore at the time. No one cares anymore, obviously. But yeah, if you ever see me, I always put it in the Discord when I'm going back. And I normally put a photo up, and I'll go with my brother-in-law and some friends. So yeah, just pop over and say hello. You know what I look like. I don't know what you look like. So yeah, come over and say hello. That's always welcomed. Yes, we're sitting in 2nd. We have made, as I said, I've tried to keep this somewhat realistic, right? So if we go back, I mean, Saudi always helps. Saudi always helps around here. But Yeah, so we loaned in Yusuf Chermiti was our first loan in January. The first summer transfer window was disabled, so we only had Fulham's squad as it stood. We bought him in. We've since sold him. We actually loaned him and then made it permanent. So we did that. We bought in Philip Tietz, who oh my God, this guy, right? Absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, like, for a guy that isn't that great and cost me £8.5 million, look at these average ratings. 7.43, 7.2, 7.1, 12 in 27, 17 in 34, 12 in 15 when we signed him in the January. An amazing target man. Absolutely amazing target man. He was so good. Tits. Yeah, teats. Yeah, he was a perfectionist, a powerful striker, tall, good jumping reach, great strength. Like, had everything you need as a target man. We outgrew him a little bit, but can't recommend it enough. We bought in Nuno Moreira for £3 million. We've sold him on since as well. Oh, Llama! 73 people coming with Llama. Thank you very much for the raid, sir. That is huge and massive for my first stream back in 2025. It's taken me some time. Llama's a legend. Go and give him a follow. We are not here. No, you are not. You are not. Aces, if you could give Llama a shout out, that would be lovely. Robilaz, hello. Hello. Yes, we're back. We are on YouTube and Twitch. So YouTube people, the Twitch people have just increased large in numbers, which is love. Thank you to Llama. Hello, Ruff. Welcome in. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm doing all right. We're just reviewing what I've done with Fulham.
You're on the list.
Far. Thank you for the follow, Ruff. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, we're doing all right. We've just gone through it. Basically, we're trying to create Fulham into this monster of a team. So we're going to be a Fulham for ages. We haven't won the Premier League yet, but we're currently second. But we're just looking at the signings we bought in the first season. Obviously, the biggest name was Pedro Neto, who joined us for £18.75 million from Chelsea. He's still here. Omar Alderete joined for 19.75, and then we sold him at a loss because he was shit. Generally, he was rubbish, so we got rid of him. We had 60 million of out, 69 million spent in the first season, 126 million spent. We did bring in some big names. Everton got relegated in the first year. Hello, Eddie. Eddie, I'm just going to call you Ellie. I'm not going to call you Ellie. I'm going to call you Eddie. Thank you for the shout out to Llama. First stream, welcome back. Have a great stream. Thank you, Llama. How was your stream? How's the postman? How's Watford? Is it a bit more successful from when I was last in there? Let me know. But yeah, so Everton got relegated, so we sort of raided Everton. We picked up Yusuf Chermiti and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, which was awesome. And then at the end of the season picked up Jordan Pickford as well, which was very nice because we needed a goalkeeper. And then our director of football or head of youth development went out and just bought he's in charge of signing youngsters because I've never done that before. So, Gwelju Eddie. I'm Eddie. Just call him Eddie. Hello. I love it. That's a great message. Also, hello has so many connotations. You can be like, hello. You can be like, hello. From the French, the show with the French. What was that? It was called Hello, wasn't it? I was going to say, what was that TV show called? But yeah, so we were at them. I signed Federico Redondo from Inter Miami, which is in real life is a player I absolutely love, and I can't wait to see where he goes because there's no way he stays in the MLS. There's absolutely no way he's going to stay in the MLS. He's far too good for the MLS. So I absolutely love Federico Redondo. So we brought him in. He's still here. Jesper Lindstrom had a really good loan at Everton, even though they got relegated. Napoli then didn't play him, so we picked him up in the January transfer window. Nelson Viper is obviously a very good youngster we brought in. A huge outlay on Semi because we needed a new advance forward to pick up. And this boy has turned out better than I could have imagined. His growth has been ridiculous. Again, another player to reckon 42 million. He's met all of his clauses that we had to pay if he hit them. But yeah, a slow start, 2 in 12, then 12 in 29, 11 in 32. But this season, 7 in 15. He's absolutely banging them in at the moment, which is awesome. And then, yeah, my director of football, head of youth development, who's in charge of bringing in the youngsters, has brought in Gary Brown McCall, who is one of a few that is actually still here that he's bought in. Ricky Mitchell was bought in from Man City on a free. We sold him for 100k to Blackburn. Justin, name I can't pronounce, Uber Vawudu, what a name that is. I might have to give him some game time with Uber Vawudu. He came in on a free from Man City. He's still here as well, 22 now, so he'll be moved up to the first team at the end of this year. Will Sweet from Arsenal, he's had a handful of first team appearances as well. He's not too bad. It definitely looks like the director of football or whoever brings in, like, sign young players and do all that. They go through all of that and then I just confirm it. When they do that, it really looks like they just look at, we could bring him in and sell him on for profit, which I'm not against, because that's what they've done with a lot of these things. Banger. Oh, a subscription, Coilstar. Thank you very much, sir, for the subscription. That is very generous, very nice. What an absolute banger. Thank you very, very much, sir. That is appreciated. Round of applause for Coilstar. Thank you very much. Have I got that right, or is it it's Coilstar? Got that wrong as well. So YouTube people, if you are subscribing or following or whatever it is we do on YouTube, becoming a member, I think it is now. I don't know if I can see it because I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But if you are over there, give us a like. Give us a like. Why not? We'll be going for a couple of hours. And yeah, welcome in everybody. And then we picked up Jordan Pickford. We sold quite a few players, 46.5 million. The thing with Fulham is their finances are really shit because of the size of their stadium. So this 126 million hit us quite hard. We'll get onto that in a minute. But we sold quite a few people as well. Course, that is me. Thought I'd finally make use of the Prime sub. Thank you very much, Chris. That is much appreciated. And good to know that we've got people going all over. Just a casual save, or are there any objectives? The objective is just to make Fulham an absolute force in the world of football, and then see when I get bored, basically. Because I play this a little bit in my spare time, so it'll be easy to transition in and out of it from Twitch and play it like that. And because I have the Folkestone Invicta save, which is my main thing on YouTube, which is proper hardcore, and I have to really like speed run that and think about what I'm doing tactically. This is a bit more plug and play for me. Like, I can pick a team, enjoy my transfers, and do things like that. So it's casual. It's a casual save, but the objective is to make Fulham an absolute force in world football. And we're not there yet, because I'm trying to keep it. I mean, I say realistic. I spent 126 million in the second season, but the players we're bringing in are somewhat realistic. We haven't gone out and tried to sign like Mbappe or Jude Bellingham and people like that. So yeah, we're doing all right. But yeah, we got rid of a lot of crap in the second season. Third season, Everton didn't get promoted, so Jared Branthwaite was really pissed off. So we picked him up for 30 million. We had a couple of youngsters that, again, our director of football bought in for us. We picked up this absolute steal of a wonder kid. He's not quite a wonder kid, but he's very good, for £950,000 from Malmo, which was nice. Our director of football actually found him, and then we finalised the deal. We bought in Daniel Oyetende, who is actually out of contract, but looks like he could be half decent. So if he doesn't, yeah, emergency backup is fine, because what we'll do is just give you a nonsense sort of contract. That's fine, yeah, we can afford that. Give you a nonsense contract and then sell you for a bit of money. Jenis Antwi joined from Chelsea. He's now moved to Ipswich. We got him on a free, sold him for 775k, so that's not too bad. Kieran Morrison joined from Liverpool for a free. We then sold him to Bournemouth, so that's not bad either. We bought in real life Man City's centre-back, Abdukar Kuzanov, and turns out in game he's really not very good. Really not very good, to the point where he's not very good in League One or Ligue 1 either. 6 appearances for us, 6.62 and a 6.4. We sold him pretty quickly after that. Anton Stach from Fulham, from Hoffenheim joined. He's still at the club, very, very good. We might look to cash in him at the end of this season, see what money's out there. What made me go for Fulham for this save? Oh, good question. I've always had a soft spot for Fulham, and I think if I wasn't forced to support Man United at a young age by my mum, I think Fulham probably would have been my team because, for the Premiership, because they're close to home. I could have gone and seen them quite regularly. But unfortunately for my love of Fulham, I didn't have a choice. My mum gave me no choice, and now I'm a staunch Man United fan. And I'm a staunch Man United fan, but I'm not like tribal, and I'm not like, I don't get too wound up about it anymore. It is much more to life than football. I love football. I live and breathe football. I play football still. I've gone my positions on the football pitch when I was younger as an attacking midfielder, like sort of a target man, hold up man, and then I dropped to attacking midfield, then centre midfield as I got older, then holding midfield, then centre back, and now I'm a goalkeeper. So I've literally gone all the way down the spine of the pitch because I've never had pace. So I always I've gone down the spine of the pitch, and I was playing football tonight in goal, and we lost 3-1 because the ref was a travesty. It was absolutely shocking. Are you a Fulham fan? No, I'm not. I am a Man United fan, yeah. Building Fulham, Craven Cottage 4 and come at Juve, I'm down. Exactly. Yeah, so I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Fulham. That's why I always pick a team to do a sort of casual personal save with that I always had a soft spot for, like Fiorentina. I've done one with previously. I always do one in the MLS at some point of my life in Football Manager because I quite like the MLS. It's bonkers and I love it. Fulham I love. Who else is there? Lyon. I quite like Lyon as well. Someone like 1860 Munich in Germany as well. So there's a couple of teams. There's a couple of teams out there. Chris, definitely not versatile, mate. Just got slower and slower and slower. And the more golf I played, the more I realised that I don't. I prefer to play golf. I'm probably now better golfer than I am a footballer. So, but yeah, when we got to use your hands in both games, right? I managed the MLS for the first time on my hexagon save. It's really quite easy once you get the hang of it. It is. It's too easy once you get the hang of it. So I've got an idea. For the MLS, and it was something I was potentially going to do on stream, but I've got a feeling I might run it as like a little YouTube series, like a mini series, where I'm going to go to the chatting screen because we're chatting, aren't we? Right, this mini series thought I had was Draft to Glory in Football Manager, like a Draft to Glory series in the MLS where you're not signing anyone. So you're trying to do all your trades to get the draft picks so that you only draft the best players. So you can sell players, you can trade players out, but you can't trade players in. So it's sort of like a youth academy save, except for you're getting a youth intake that goes into your academy and you're getting a draft. Like, I thought that would be a really cool idea. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But I've got a soft spot for the MLS. I've got an Austin. That, behind the football... that's a Women's Champions League final ball, by the way. Behind that is an Austin FC versus Seattle Sounders. My head's in the way. That is an Austin FC v Seattle Sounders matchday poster, where my wife, who's currently in Austin for work right now, went to an Austin game and got me that, which was lovely. Which was really good. But anyway, let's go back to the transfers. And we'll quickly go through this. So, yes, then the third season... Is the draft thing similar to the NFL? Top teams get the last pick? Yes, it is. The best teams in the league get the last pick. It's classic American drafting system. So that's probably why I really like it. Like, it is... Yeah, I do like it. And, like, you can throw the season halfway through to try and get a better draft pick. It's fun. It's fun. Maybe we'll pick up a save like that. We'll see. Does the draft system actually work in FM? Whenever I've tried it, I found it really difficult. Yes, it does. It works like it does in real life. How clever the AI are about it, I'm not sure, because the AI in Football Manager, the way Football Manager, we shouldn't use the word AI when we're talking about it, right? We should just say like the system or the computer or the PC, because it's not AI, it's not artificial intelligence, it's not learning. But the way the game picks a starting 11 is basically all on reputation. So I imagine in terms of the draft, they'll probably be prioritised to go with who's got the biggest reputation, who's got the best potential, like in that order. Number 1, who's the highest rep player in the draft? Number 2, who's got the best reputation for best potential in the draft? And then number 3 will probably be something like who has come from the highest rep city or academy or something like that. So in that terms, I don't know if the draft works properly. What is funny is that when you do the draft, Ruben Interim, first stream, it is the first stream in a long time. I once heard the legend of the 1FM player that understands the MLS rules. I guess I found him. I do understand the MLS rules, so that's probably why I quite enjoyed doing saves there. But the problem I have with the draft is that you can draft people who are very, very good attribute-wise for your system, but the ranking they might get is like an F, because it's a draft, right? Everyone gets a rank to how well that team has drafted, and that's what I'd be interested to see, because I would be drafting people that come through that suit a system rather than might be the best potential, or they'd have to have decent potential or things like that. But if there's a really good target man that doesn't have much potential, but he's the only target man coming through that draft that year, and I want a target man, I'm going to prioritise that target man. So it's interesting. Question on YouTube from Chris: are you able to know who's entering the draft to scout beforehand? Yes, you are. You get a list of all the players that are entering the draft, and they do in game. They do a make believe. What's it called? Where everyone, how quickly they can run, how high they can jump. Oh my god, it's got a name. It's got a name. Oh my god, what's that called? They do it in all the sports. They do it in NFL. They do it in ice hockey. Oh my god, what's that called? Someone in chat. You've got 2 chats here. The Combine. Thank you, Chris. They do the Combine. And or the Showcase. Yes, you're both right. They're both right. So they do that in game, and it does tell you like who impressed that week and do you want to scout this player. So you do get a chance to sort of scout them, but you never have enough time to scout them to full knowledge, which I quite like. I quite like that as a thing. But yeah, it's quite cool. So I do think that's a series. Would you rather see that on Twitch, or would you rather see that as a mini series on YouTube? Let me know. Let me know in chat right now. You guys are going to get the decisions and the choice around that one. To be honest, I'm pretty sure the rank is messed up. I got the first 3 picks in a draft, picked up objectively the best players, and it still gave me an E. So yeah, I do think that is messed. I do think that's messed up. I just need to find that one player that understands the third non-EU spot for teams in the Serie A. So that rule, I think, is you're only allowed to sign 1 per season if you already have 2 non-EU players in the squad. I think you can sign 2 non-EU players and a third non-EU player if you only have 2 once a season, but you can never go above 4. I don't know. It's something like that. I haven't done Serie A in ages. Annoyingly, as much as I want to procrastinate on work at the moment, I need to dip out for a bit. Might be back in a bit. Have a good stream. No worries, mate. It's just a quick, chilled stream. Absolutely nothing to worry about at all. So I've done a draft in the MLS where I have had, like, I think I traded and got like the 2 best picks, and I picked 2 generation Adidas athletes, footballers, and that I got an A. I got an A ranking in the draft. But the problem is that I had only those 2 picks. So I think what happens is that you dilute your overall ranking of the draft if you keep picking all the rubbish players at the end, which I normally always do. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've got someone messaging on Discord. What's going on here? We've got people liking the message that we're live. Yeah, okay. People are chatting in the Discord. Lovely stuff. Right. Yeah, so we bought in £49 million worth of players. Where did I get to? A couple of youngsters. More youngsters. We loaned in Anthony in January. He was pretty shite. He scored 1 goal for us. It was a penalty. Yeah, I was trying to resurrect his career as well as resurrecting Fulham. Didn't quite work. A couple of youngsters joined. Camargo joined, Ronald Gomez, and Demetrius Vasilidis, who is a Greek Australian, who's sort of developing into a decent player. Not too bad. Oh yeah, who's this guy we bought in on a free? Kahari Ranson. Yep, we've sold him. Definitely doesn't look under 21. But yeah, we've sold him. He's gone. And then, yeah, we loaned out Chamiti. Is he still here or did I sell him? No, I sold him to Spezia. Yeah, Inaki Pena, who's a goalkeeper from Barcelona that we bought in for very cheap, 1.1. Sold him for 10.25 to Man United. So that was easy business. We sold Alex Iwobi to PROK. Issa Diop to Nottingham Forest. Harrison Reed went to Saudi Arabia. Nuno Moreira went back to Portugal. We loaned out Ronald Gomez. John Asenga joined Leeds. And Kieran Morrison went to Bournemouth for a bit of money. Thank you very much for the follow. Eddie, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Dylan, hello. Welcome in. Welcome to chat. Welcome. Thank you again for everybody who's watching and listening and backgrounding and lurking and all that good stuff between YouTube and Twitch. We're doing well. It's a good crowd. Thank you very much for hanging out with me on what is my Monday night, your Monday afternoon. It is very much appreciated. And then into the next season, we got 72 million in, nearly broke even. We paid 1 million more in transfers, but we started making some interesting transfers in this. We sort of spread out the spending and bought in, really filling in positions that we needed. So we got Albert Goodmunson on a free, who is another player that is just so good in the match engine. He's very, very injury prone, but he's very, very good when he can play. 24 appearances last year, 7 goals, 14 assists, and a 7.28 this year. 4 and 4 in terms of goals and assists in 11 games. That's 8 goal contributions in 11 games, but he has had his fair share of injuries this year already. That he's on his 3rd injury of the season, and we're only in December. So, yeah, it is a little bit annoying. I don't think he has. If I go coach report, can you do medical report? That's what I was looking for. Medical report. Yeah, so he does have a recurring injury in his knee. So we might look to move him on, because I do think we'll get some good cash for him. And he's 31, so he's just sort of probably just gone past his peak. We bought in Milan Zdravanovic from Partizan Belgrade, who is now listed as a wonder kid. I don't normally sign mercenaries, but this guy looked too good to give up at 4.7 million at like 18 years old when we bought him in. And now he's sort of a stalwart at the back next to Jarrad Branthwaite, which is really good. Connor Bradley joined from Liverpool to give DJ Spence a bit of a competition. And he was our starting right back, and then Saudi Arabia came and were like, hey, do you want like nearly 60 million for someone you signed for like 12? And I said, yes, please, because I plan on revamping this squad. And his 60 million or 57 million allowed us to revamp the squad a little bit more, so that was quite good. But he was signed there. Another defensive player called Axel Disasi signed. We then sold him to Atletico Madrid because he was rubbish. Alf Christensen, a youngster, joined. Javi Gamboa is a youngster that joined. Felipe Bays is a youngster that joined. We picked up Morgan Rogers for 1.4 million, which I think is a right bargain. Serbia never disappoints for wonder kids. It is a hotbed for wonder kids. Serbia, Sweden, Brazil, Argentina. Yeah, lots of crackers. Holland and Belgium this year for wonder kids is insane. But yeah, we picked up Morgan Rogers for 1.4 million. He's not the best, but he does a good job at filling in across that front three, which is awesome in there. Ricardo Pineo is a youngster. He joined. Simon Ryden, £8.5 million we paid for him. He looks okay. I mean, he's worth 62 million at 18 years old, so he's clearly got very, very good ability, and he's really tall and can head a ball, which is really good at the back post against small fullbacks. Alberto Rodriguez is a youngster. He joined. Saba Taylor joined from Gremio. We paid his release fee of 14.75 million. Looks incredible, absolutely incredible, because he looks incredible because of 2 standout attributes as a left back for a new gen. He can cross and dribble. How many times do you find a left back or a right back who's a new gen into the game that is wonderfully physically, really good mentally, technically has everything you need, and then has dribbling 4, crossing 3? It's so annoying. But yeah, he's really good. Really happy with Saba Taylor. Then we brought in Patrick Steinbecker from Bromby because we needed another central midfielder, and he came into the team as a starting important player because he's just so good. So our scouts did well finding him. And then we ended it by bringing in Reece Elliott Paris, who looks crap when you compare him to all those other players we've just looked at, but the director of football thought he would be a good one. On the outs, £31 million we got for Emil Smith-Rowe from Aston Villa. He was fine, he was doing well, but not great, and it was drifting out of the first team, so we let him go. Emil Smith-Rowe went. Calvin Phillips moved to Al Shabab and had a kebab, so yeah, he's gone. We got 150k off our wage bill. Pascal Struijk, who we signed from Leeds in the first season, moved on to Saudi Arabia as well. They got him at a good fee for 23 million, but again, he wanted extortionate wages, so we let him go. And then we sold a few other youngsters. Timothy Castagna moved to Cruz Azul, which is quite an interesting move. And then this year we've only spent £14.75 million on ins, and we've got £103 million coming into the club. So we'll go and look at the finances in a minute. A wonder kid win back with crossing, it's so rare, so I had to sign him. He was amazing. We brought in David Kost from Willem 2, and he's currently in our under-21s for 800k, so he's looking all right. Ignore the regen faces, they're set up for the folks in the Victor save, so some people have weird looking pictures which don't match. Dominic Grief joined on a free transfer, goalkeeper that we needed because Bernd Leno retired, so we brought him in. Really good, really tall, great backup goalkeeper, happy to be a backup goalkeeper. 31 years old, sits on the bench behind, like, just watching Jordan Pickford do his thing, which is quite good. Kevin Allendorf joined. This was a director of football signing, if you couldn't guess. I'm going to assume we'll sell him for some sort of profit towards the end of this season. And then we brought in Alessandro Fontanarosa from Inter Milan, who, again, I think for £17 million is a bit of a bargain, to be honest. He's sort of rotating at centre-back with some of the youngsters we've got next to Jared Brandt. Jared Branthwaite is the forever present centre-back, unless he's injured or tired. And then it's Fontarosa who plays there, or maybe one of the youngsters, Zavranchik, people like that. And then on the outs, Kusanov, we managed to get £9 million for him, which was a profit, even though he only played 6 games for us, which is incredible. Axel Disasi moved to Atletico Madrid. Joachim Anderson, who's now like 32, he moved out to Saudi Arabia for 10.75. Connor Bradley moved to Saudi Arabia for 57 million. And then a few youngsters were sold as well. And Yusuf Chamiti, which is annoying because I wanted to keep Chamiti, but we'd got such good upgrades that were better than him. We couldn't really keep him. So he's moved to Spezia, and now he's playing in Italy, which is fine. And that's it. That's the transfers all up to date. And then financial-wise, you can see, look how much money Fulham lose every single year. Every single year. So this like 150 million that we made in the transfer window or 100 million that we made in the transfer window is mega. Absolutely mega, because we need that money in the bank, because I want to upgrade all my facilities, and the board keeps saying, no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to upgrade facilities. There's not enough money. There's not enough this. There's not enough that. Let's build a new stadium. Let's use this money. We've got 139 million in there. Like, let's get some more coaches for the under-21 team. Why not? Why not? Let's use this money. Let's use it. But, yeah, so that's a quick update. I need a quick drink. Oh, and we've just beaten Arsenal, who are third in the league, 2-0. Branthwaite draws interest from Inter. Why? Why would he move to Inter? Not going to happen. What are my thoughts on him being linked to Inter Milan? He has a release clause. What? Does he? Oh, 150 million. Yep, that sounds like something I would put in a contract. He has a release clause. They've got to trigger it. And I hope you're enjoying the music. A little bit of relaxing lo-fi. So, I guess something that I could do is I just want to quickly check something. So yeah, what do you reckon about the MLS idea? The other way, I also play Football Manager really quickly, is just by letting it do this. Oh my god, they've accepted something. Hang on. I have the automatic continue so that I can just focus on other things, and it keeps going. Okay, we're allowed to have more under-21 coaches. Our youth intake preview, we get 2 A's, striker and attacking midfielder. Everything else looks like it's going to be pretty rubbish. What have we got? What have they given us? Old limit 10, 10, 17, 16. They've reduced a scout that we're allowed. Oh, under 21 squad. Way, we can have one more. Let's go and find an ex-footballer that I want to bring in. We've been linked with Danilo. Absolutely not. They won't improve our youth facilities. Come on, we've got so much money. Let's invest it. I can't stress enough. We're going to be left behind by our rivals. I thought the board would show more ambition. I'm not going to give you an ultimatum, though. Damn. New intermediary set. Louis Openda. Yes, Louis Openda's really good, but I don't need a striker. Maybe if we sold Dominic Calvert-Lewin, then potentially. You never know. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we are. I can see myself. No, turn that off. There we go. I was just looking to see... Sorry, I'm choking on my own throat. I was just looking to see how it was looking on YouTube, and it's good. So, Jareth Brandway is wanted by Inter Milan. He's the only player at the club who's wanted at the moment. So, schedule-wise, yeah, we're on a good run of form. We just beat Arsenal 2-0. Late goals from Jesper Lindstrom and Keron Andrews, who came through our youth academy. Looks very, very good. Yeah, he's come through. And we've started integrating him into the first team, which is nice.
What an absolute banger.
What an absolute banger. Joe, 24 months in a row. He's happy we're back streaming. I'm happy he's back as well. Joe, you absolute hero. Welcome in 24 months, 2 years. And I've probably only streamed for about 4 months of that. So, no, I joke. Obviously, I did have a period where I streamed quite a lot, but it has been poor recently, my streaming. So, yeah, thank you very much, Joe. You're here for about the last hour of the stream. Just a quick one. There'll be more, hopefully, more short streams is what I'm hoping for. Rather than doing less frequent long streams, I'm hoping for more frequent short streams. Now, I'm not, as I said in my Discord, I'm not making that a promise, but that's my aim for the year. To hopefully get a few more streams going, and just try and make them shorter to fit my schedule much easier, because yeah, that's just how life goes, isn't it? You got to fit stuff around keeping yourself alive. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, welcome in, Joe. Thank you very much for the subscription again. It's really good to be back and doing this. And what you've just done is miss all of the catch up of the Fulham save, and now we're actually playing the game. So the first hour was catching up with everyone and catching up with the save, and now the second hour we're actually going to go and play some Football Manager, because why the hell not? Flying visit today, just say hello and welcome back. We'll catch the next one. Excellent. Thank you, Joe. I know it's tough for you with work. It is. I do understand as well, there is no good time whilst living in Singapore. There is no good time to stream which suits Europe and the US. No good time at all. Like streaming now, and it's the middle of the day for the UK, so everyone's at work or working. Stream it like early in the morning. Everyone in the US is drunk or is like finishing work, and I say drunk, not everyone's drunk, but you know, after work, so spending time with family and finishing up their day and stuff like that, and then playing their own games. Yes, I will put forward a compelling case that we need a new stadium. We're no longer limited by anything, so I'd like to revisit the idea of expanding the stadium. I'd like a new stadium to be built to help the club achieve its ambitions. I'd like a new stadium to be built to show that this is a modern, forward-thinking club. I firmly believe the best way for the club to increase its revenue streams is to build a new stadium with bigger capacity. I mean, technically, I'd like to expand that. We believe our rent for the club can be achieved without the need to leave our current home. This concludes the meeting. Just like that, bosh. No conversing, just... Oh, okay, if you can put up a good argument for it, we might do it. Okay, here's my argument. No, I don't. I'm not listening to it. Get out. Brilliant. Cheers, board. Unbelievable. Bruno Guimaraes. No, I'm not signing Bruno Guimaraes. Don't need him. But yeah, so it is good to be back, though. It is good to be back streaming and cracking on. So let's do corners and the transition. And we'll go and play Newcastle. I play this in 2D as well, so I'm going to have to change that, aren't I? Normally this is a 2D jobby, and then we're speeding through, because I don't know, how does everyone watch 3D match engines? Like, it's just in my mind, the 3D match engine takes forever now. I'm so used to playing like in 2D. I mean, do you want me to play this so that it's good for the viewer, or do you want me to play this like I normally play it? Board members just completely stonewalling forward thinking manager as FM continues to be the most realistic sim on the market. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I sort of do understand why they wouldn't want to build a new stadium. It's very expensive. 2D, key highlights, that's what I use. 100% that's what I use as well. Like when I'm playing on my own, that's what I use. I don't think the 3D match engine gives you any sort of advantage for things you should be able to see that make a difference. I actually think 2D is easier to understand tactically what's going on, to be honest. But anyway, we've got Newcastle. We do have Pedro Neto, who is injured. Interestingly as well, I used Power BI on this team and set them up in a 4-2-4. And I was very interested to know, to see what the Power BI said was the best 11. Unfortunately, a few of them are injured, but which is why we had to go back to this, because Calvert-Lewin, who's the target man, is injured, so couldn't play. But Pedro Neto is going to come off. We've got a few players coming back to fitness, actually. So what I might do is go back to playing Spence at right back, Steinbach in here with Statch. Pedro Neto definitely has to come off. Oh, we've still got Harry Wilson as well, by the way. Harry Wilson, another one. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal in Football Manager. So good. He's not playing as much this year, although he has got 3 goal contributions in 3 games, so I probably should play him a little bit more. But let's give him a start today. Let's give him a start. Where is he? Harry Wilson. Oh yeah, Branthwaite's back, so he can come in next to Fontanarosa. Which means Zdravkovic can go on the bench over Christensen. Don't need you on the bench as a centre-back. Ryan, Vasily, Christensen, Neto, Sessegnon and Calvert-Lewin miss out. Calvert-Lewin, yeah, wanted by Saudi Arabia. If they make a big offer, I could be tempted. Even in the January, I could be tempted because Semi up front is doing a good job. We've got Nelson Viper as a backup as well. Do I start Gudmundsson? No, we'll keep Andrews in there. He's been playing quite well. So we go with that. And we do probably need to start looking at the goalkeeper. Obvious question, when are you signing Arda Güler? As soon as he wants to move to Fulham, he'll be coming in. Don't you worry. As soon as he'll be coming in, as soon as he wants to join Fulham, he'll be coming in. If you carry a performance in the last match, we'll do well. Yes, we will. We'll do very well. Here we go. Thomas Tuchel managed Newcastle with Raheem Sterling on the left. He's got to be old. 34. Bloody hell. Bin him off. They've got a transfer listed Bruno Guimaraes starting in central midfield. Philippe Jorgensen in goal, signed from Chelsea, I think. Josip Stanic at right back's pretty good. Trincão's tricky. Karim Konate's good up front. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see how they do. Now, we are playing Key Highlights 2D, so you can see what's going on. But, Robilaz, I absolutely love that question, mate, because Arda Güler... In fact, we might be high enough rep, because we won the Europa League. He might want to move to us, potentially, on a... Branthwaite heads over. On a loan, potentially, and that counts as us signing him, so... We'll definitely do that. Here is Newcastle building up. So this formation, by the way, pretty high line. It's got a pretty high line. These two have to do so much work in this system. It's unreal. And then basically it's a 4-2-4. You can see it's a 4-2-4 basically because Andrews pushes up so high. It gives us an option on the counter-attack. So, which is why I like it. It can only be used, this system, with elite teams. It's I used it in pre-season for the Folkestone team, and did they struggle. Staying back into Spence, Lindstrom scores. Lovely stuff. Good goal. Good goal. But yeah, we were pressing them high up the pitch. Apparently Man United might be signing Jonathan David on a free. I mean, I don't rate him that highly, but for a free transfer, I'd 100% take him. 100%. But that's not a penalty, is it? It's clearly outside the box, so nope. It'll be a free kick. But yeah, we just need to reel in Man City. They played an extra game, 7 points clear. We need them to slip up. They beat us. They beat me nearly every time I play them. Well done, Sabaleta. Good tackle. Sabaleta stack loses out. Oh, semis. Oh, he beat the keeper to the ball and couldn't get it on target. Also, Shout out to Brentford, currently in a European spot with a goal difference of +3. That's unbelievable. Branthwaite into Statch, back to Sabatella, Fontanarosa. Look at Pickford. Oh, sweeper keeping, love it. Semi also shoots from range so much, and he gets so many good goals shooting from range. He's really good. He's really good. But Jesper Lindstrom is the man that's given us the breakthrough at half time. Roy Keane is our assistant manager as well. Couldn't not do that because I love Roy Keane, and I get him to do the. Oh no! Good save, Pickford. I get Roy Keane to do the code of conduct at the beginning of every year. So beginning of every season, which is just fun because I imagine he's like just fine. He does put a lot of discipline on there to be like, yeah, you get fined 2 weeks' wages for anything other than basically a yellow card where you get, I don't know, like 0.5 day fine or whatever it is. Boys, what are we doing? We've played ourselves into trouble there, haven't we? We fucked it up ourselves. Come on. Fontanarosa's having a poor game. I wonder if he gave the ball away for that goal. Yeah, that's just us getting caught out of the back. But I like playing out from the back. Fontanarosa off, Milan Zdravkovic on. Yeah, Semi's not in the game that much. We could bring on Nelson Viper. Harry Wilson hasn't taken a chance. Kieran Andrews off. We'll put Gudmundsson on. And Gudmundsson, I'm going to put this out there. Gudmundsson is going to come on and either score or get injured. He will do one of the two. Stenbeck's not having a good game either, so we'll bring on Redondo for him. That's 3 subs with an hour gone. So we'll give it 10 minutes and then potentially make our other 2. Yeah, Wilson's not really taking his chance on that left wing, has he? He's not really taking his chance. So that's 10 minutes and not much has happened other than Wilson's got tired. So Wilson off, Morgan Rogers on. Lindstrom is tired as well. Do I want to put Nelson Viper? Let's put Nelson Viper up front. Let's get fresh legs up front, running at the defence, and see what he can do. This drops us down to 3rd. Arsenal would go above us with this. 15 minutes to go. Could go attacking, but I don't want to because we've dominated the game. We've dominated. Newcastle don't really deserve to be drawing, judging by the stats. But stats don't tell you. There's only one stat that matters, right? Top left, 1-1. We're not going to get it, are we? We're not going to get this win. Come on. Just one little chance here at the end of the game. No, it's not going to happen. 1-1 draw. 12 shots to 4, 5 on target to 3, a better XG. More shots off target. Neither team hit the woodwork. 1 clear-cut chance for us, none for them. 3 half chances for them. We did have 7 long shots. They didn't have any. We did give up a lot of possession, but that's fine. 1-1, not dreadful. Roy Keane can bollock them all. And then we'll get back on with the hunt of Arda Güler. So, Man United up next as well. What sort of run is this? Well, we've had bloody Arsenal, Newcastle, and Man United. We'll rest the starting 11. Let's see. Let's go and see where Arda Güler is in the world. Where on earth is Arda Güler? He's moved. For 30... Oh, I've missed out on him for 33 million. Are you shitting me? 33 million. I could have signed him for 30... It was this year as well. It was this year. Oh, why was I not made aware of that? Arda Güler. He's got a shirt on my wall and everything. Look. If I just tilt this up. There he is, number 8, Arda Güler. Oh. Oh, what a player he was, by the way. For, what team were we? Villa, Monaco. That's it, in the Journeyman. What a player he was. Oh. Love him. And then I signed him in my AFC save as well for Aston Villa. Yeah, just unreal. What a player. I know. 2 people on 2 different chats. Robilaz on Twitch has said, ouch, you've been done there. Chris on YouTube says, ouch. Like, oh. I feel offended. £30 million. I've got 150 million in the bank. I could have had him. Dirt cheap. I did try and loan him in the first season and he said no. Like, That's why I just assumed he was on my shortlist and I would have been told about offers. But Arsenal just got spanked 5-1 by Brentford. What? Because Brentford aren't that good. I know they're in like pushing for Europe, but they're not that good in this save. Right. Big game. Big game against Man United, who have got Bowen, Rashford and Højlund up front, which in this save is incredibly good. Sounds like Arsenal at the moment, says James. Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, no, they're not getting beaten, are they, Arsenal? They're still playing well. Right, so Stenbiak is going to have to drop into right back because Spence is been a naughty boy. So we'll start Redondo. Oh, Redondo's wanted by someone now. Saudi Arabia, obviously. Lindstrom can play. Andrews will drop for Gudmundsson. He can drop to the bench. Semi sort of has to keep his spot because he's really good. Harry Wilson will come off. It's Pedro Neto. He's still injured. Let's give Morgan Rogers a nod. We'll give Morgan Rogers a start. We'll put Simon Ryden on the bench for Wilson. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. How long have you got out? 3 to 7 days. Yeah, that's not good. Pedro Neto, 1 to 2 days. He's become a bit of a key cog. We're missing sub number 2. That would be Spence. So we'll put Sessegnon on there instead of. Do I need Sessegnon on there? No, I've got Anthony Robinson on there. I don't need get out of here, Sessegnon. We'll put Christensen on there. Lindstrom's moaning because he wants a new contract. But I don't really want to give him a new contract, so you can see why we're at a stalemate. We're going to drop Fontana-Rosa for Zadorkovic as well. Just a bit more height in there. What a pleasure seeing you live for the first time. Thank you, Shazzy. So, thank you. It is a pleasure to have you here in my first ever stream of Football Manager on YouTube. It is also live on Twitch on the other side. But, yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. Roy Keane. Yeah, didn't quite bollock him, did he? Like, no one really got up for it. So, right, Man United come to Craven Cottage. Look at that team. Kwachku, Ugarte, Fernandez is still there. Malacia is still there. Martinez, Eric Garcia, João Mario, Gregor Kobel, and then Rashford, Bowen and Højlund up front. Zinedine Zidane is the manager. On the bench, they've got, yeah, you can see it. Xerxes, Zaniolo, Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro, Delict, Onana.
You're on the list.
Thank you for the follow, Shezzy. Oh, you've done both. Thank you very much. Let me go to Twitch then. I like it more over there. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Got no forward. Only cup that likely out. PSV, so not a chance. Yeah, I don't know. Arsenal are a funny beast. They're a funny beast at the moment because you can't be too annoyed with Arteta. He's done a really good job. But also, you can be annoyed with him because he's not won anything since his first season, right? He won the FA Cup in his first season. Why is Redondo taking my free kicks? I must have not. He's got free kick taking 10. He has free kick taking 10. He cannot be. Oh, should we just see I've paused this from a corner where Jared Branthwaite's attacking the front post. So we see if this goes in. Oh, he may have forced Cabell into a good save. What is going on? That's corners. Put me on free kicks, shooting range. Gudmundsson. It clearly says Gudmundsson. So why on earth, when Gudmundsson is on the pitch, is Redondo taking that with free kicks 10? He's on the pitch and he's the favourite to take them on both sides. Why Football Manager? I've literally set that up so that Gudmundsson takes them when he's on the pitch. Unbelievable. They're doing me dirty there. They're doing me dirty. But welcome in, James. Good to have you here, James Ansel over on YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm a Newcastle supporter that won against them 3 times and also like to use the dark arts. Yeah. If you could, here's a question for chat. There was no repercussions at all, and Rashford is far too good in Football Manager. Come on, boys, encourage. We can do this. Let's not shit the bed now that we're live on the internet, shall we? After we were second when we started this stream, and now we're not second anymore. Should we put the back 4 under massive amounts of pressure? I don't know if this is set up in this save. It sort of is. Always kick the back four hard. So trigger press is an interesting thing in the game. Trigger press it means trigger them when they press them when they make a mistake, and not just press them all the time. So it's quite good to do it against the back four. But what was I going to... Oh, yeah, I was going to ask a question. If there's no repercussions, like, that's offside. Definitely offside. What? That was so obviously offside. Man United are too good in this save. Right, we're going to mix this up. We're going to go... we could do... Should we do Joey Go Smash? Let's do Joey Go Smash. Let's have some fun. Let's see what happens. Semi up front. Rogers is fine. Redondo probably needs to come off. He's on a 6.7. Thatcher's on a 6.6. So Redondo will be a better roaming playmaker anyway. Lindstrom Goodmanson is fine. So Anton Statch off for Kieran Andrews in there. Libero. Yeah, that's fine. This system is absolutely nuts. Invented by none other than Buster-Net. Let's see what happens. There's no repercussions, right? You get to punch one Premier League manager, current Premier League manager, in the face. You get one attempt at it as well. Like one chance, and that's it. One chance. You can only do it. You get one... I've never punched anyone in my life, right? So I'd be rubbish at this. But you get one throw of a fist. Which current Premier League manager are you picking? And I reckon most people would say Mikel Arteta. So we'll see what chat say in here. Oh yeah, this is the problem with this tactic. You get countered very easily. But it doesn't matter. We're having a bit of fun. Andrews back to Lindstrom's running Branthwaite. Andrews on it again. Sabatella into Albert, out to Lindstrom. Albert Goodmanson is tackled. Clearance is poor. Oh, Andrews over the bar. Let's berate them as we've conceded. Thomas Frank, says Frederica. He just annoys me. Interesting. Chris Hughes says Mikel Arteta. Agrees with me. Aces says Ange. Robilaz says Pep. Okay, so there are some different votes in there. That surprises me. Morgan Rogers off for Ryden. Let's do it all attacking changes. Semi off. Lindstrom off for... Let's put Rodriguez out there. And let's shove Sander. Sander Berge is a big old boy. Let's shove him in shadow striker. See what he can do. Okay, so some interesting... Thomas Frank. That's a surprising one, Frederica. I'm... So goal for Ryden. I told you, he's tall. Good jumping reach. Back post headers against small fullbacks. So lovely stuff. It's annoying because I love Arteta as a player. He was a good player. But I think part of the reason people loved Arteta as a player is because he played for an underdog in like Everton. Like Rangers and Everton. Okay, Rangers, obviously they're quite good in Scotland when he played for them. But in the world of football, they weren't great. But, well, Poch isn't a current Premier League manager, so you can't have him, James. Enzor. Who's Enzor? Am I missing something? Look at his face. Also, Brentford games are so boring to watch. I mean, I can't argue with Brentford games being... Oh, they weren't boring at the beginning of the season, were they? They were bloody on fire at the beginning of the season. Right, Roy Keane, lay into him. Far from pleased. Well done, Roy. The reason I say and is because I hate Spurs. Well, yeah. I kind of like that Arsenal hasn't won anything. I would hug Arteta. Enzo from Chelsea, yeah. Enzo from Chelsea. Okay, yeah. Enzo Maresca. Yeah, he's... He has got a punchable face. Scoring goals equals good to watch. Yeah. Yeah, people realised what your autocorrect had changed to before I did. Kieran Andrews reveals that Roy Keane absolutely battered him. I love the fact as well, something that really what is it, does it wind me up, or is it just so funny it's got beyond hilarious now, is when you're, for example, the first couple of seasons in this save where I had someone like Harry Wilson was on fire, absolutely on fire, and it would go to, and you'd send your assistants to the press conference like everybody does, and they would go, I wouldn't trade Harry Wilson for anyone, not even Vinicius Jr. And you're like, is that on the table? Don't listen to him, because if that's on the table, I want Vinicius Jr. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, Enzo got 2 votes, Aces. He got 1 on Twitch and he got 1 on YouTube. So, yeah. Scoring goals does not equal good to watch. No, Brentford at the beginning of the season were good to watch. They were good to watch, in my mind. They were. Oh, God, are we in the... Oh, yeah, we're in the Christmas period where games just happen all the bloody time. How have you got injured? You were suspended. You've done literally fuck all. You probably came and watched the team play on Saturday, or whatever day it was, and then we had yesterday off for training. How the hell have you got injured? You absolute pleb. Absolute pleb. Like, ridiculous. And now I'm going to give you all another day off so we don't get any other injuries. I sympathise for Chelsea. I have the bar too high, but I'm not a Chelsea fan. Chelsea are quite a disliked club, it turns out. If I listen to my friends, who are all a bit like me and no one's that tribal. But everyone just seems to dislike Chelsea. I don't know why. It might be the chant that goes, Chelsea, Chelsea. The best. As someone who always starts his saves at the lowest level, I make it a point to say in a press conference that I wouldn't trade my left winger with dribbling 6 for Lionel Messi. Oh. Okay, can I do a network save with you? Where I offer you Lionel Messi and you go like, no, I don't want him. I really want Bob McGee to be my winger. We just hover up all the wonder kids and do nothing with them. True. People don't love Chelsea because they bought success, just like City. I guess that's true. That is probably an underlying factor in it. The whole Roman Abramovich purchase and things like that. But yeah, we'll have to see. Right, we're going strongest 11 we possibly can. Let's batter Ipswich. I want to absolutely batter them. Jordan Pickford obviously starts in goal. He's our best goalkeeper. Right back. Oh, Spence is not injured anymore, so we'll go Spence at right back because he is quite good at getting up the pitch and crossing. Let's go with our strongest 11. Zadrikovic and Branthwaite at the back. Wing back on the left. It is actually Sabatella. He's passed Anthony Robinson in the start. Robinson's so good. He's so good. He's 31 in this save. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. That's all. Being bad at buying success doesn't make it better. Yeah. It did, but it is what it is. True. It is what it is. But yeah. Okay, so who has been... Which manager would you want to hug? You can punch one manager and you can hug one manager. Like... Do you know every blade of grass at TBC Sawgrass? I do for the back 9. Oh, I do for the back 9. Oh, no. TBC Sawgrass. I mean, oh yeah, Sawgrass is the Q school, innit? Right, excuse my language, Twitch and YouTube, but fucking hell. Like, what have I got to do to qualify from that tournament? I understand not qualifying when it's 17 over and like 18 over and 17 over or whatever it was, when I was learning the game and figuring it all out. Oh, but to be 1 over. Also, that, for those that don't know, I've got a PGA Tour series going on my second channel. And I'm in the competition where all you have to do is finish in the top 50 to progress to the next level of the competition. I've done it 3 bloody times and I haven't got out of it yet. Spoilers if no one's watched it. But that third attempt, we were so good until the 17th. The Island Green. Absolute killer. Absolute killer. Aces wants to go and hug Emma Hayes. That's quite nice. Arnie Slop, because I'd hope his greatness would radiate onto me. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, the golf. And do you know every drop of water? Oh, I know every drop of water. Every drop of water and every bloody bunker I know at TPC Sawgrass. We will be back to do it, and it will be out on Wednesday. Being in a workspace where you literally have no space in your own locker room must be so awkward, as well as being a manager having to do with 30 plus players. Yeah, very true. We will be back. We will be back at Sawgrass. I'm hoping to get a Civilization video out tomorrow, actually, a Civ 6 video, because I am really enjoying Civ 7, as well. Anton Stach can play in there because he's fully fit. Huggable Pep. He needs it, and Eddie Howe. Oh no, I wouldn't want to hug Pep. Oh no. Oh no, it's making me feel a bit ill thinking about hugging Pep. A manager that needs a hug is Ruben Amorim. Let's be honest. He needs a hug, man. Bloody hell does he need a hug. Right, starting on the right. I mean, Pedro Neto is back. No, but we're going to go Lindstrom, Goodmanson, and we'll start Ryden after his goal on the left. And then up front will be Semi, obviously. We'll go Rodgers, Viper, Neto on the bench coming back from injury. Andrews on the bench. We'll go Berge and Redondo. Robinson, Fontana-Rosa, and Grief in goal on the bench. I think Pep would be an awkward hugger. I do. Hug Marco Silva. He seems like an angry boy. Yeah. I do think Marco Silva does. But that would, if you hug Marco Silva, would then he punch you, which means you then have to punch him, and then you've used up your hug and your punch on the same manager. It's these sort of questions that keep people coming back to the streams. Excuse me. Pep, I mean, I don't know if I want to hug Eddie Howe. I think I would hug Ruben Amorim. I feel like he needs a... Or maybe Ruud van Nistelrooy, but that's more of a sort of love for Ruud van Nistelrooy, who also has a shirt on my wall, and I love him so much that I named my dog Ruud. So, yeah. And he has his own emote, I think. If you type Ruud in Twitch, I think he... Like R-U-U-D, I think he comes up. He'll be sacked at the end of the season. Aces, are you talking about Ruud or Ruben Amorim or Pep? I feel like I'd be hugging Pep for too long after 1 second. Yeah, that's how I think I would feel about it. Right, let's go and batter Ipswich. Let's go and absolutely batter Ipswich. There's one inside 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Ipswich generally roll over for me in Football Manager. Doesn't matter what team I am or what level I'm playing at, Ipswich generally roll over. And it's fun. It's great to watch. It's absolutely wonderful. Good header in. Muric with a good save. But Branthwaite at the near post again. Obviously, I use near post corners. They're OP. The AI does it to me all the time. So, Ruben Amorim, yeah. I don't think he'll be sacked. I think if they get relegated, they'll sack him. But if he's... I don't think we'll get relegated. So, and I don't think we're going to get relegated because we're good enough. What a goal from Albert Goodmanson. Because we're good enough to stay up. I think we're not getting relegated because Southampton, Ipswich and Leicester are shite. Like, I mean, Ipswich are putting up a bit of a fight. But Leicester are basically down. So, yeah, that's the only reason I think that's a penalty, that we're not getting relegated. I think we definitely could get relegated if it was a bit closer in the league. Goodmanson, and that's true, Rich. They probably can't afford to sack him. So we'll see how it goes. As I said, Ipswich roll over for me every single time we play them. It's like when Man United used to play a team managed by Steve Bruce. You just knew you were going to win like at least 2-0. Branthwaite's got another. That wasn't even a near post corner. That was like back post. So 4-0 up inside 40 minutes. I'd hug Sean Dyche, but I think he'd glass me. Yeah, I think part of the rule would be they're not allowed to hurt you if they're not a hugger. Because seeing anyone hug Sean Dyche, I think would be quite the sight. Do you think he's ever had a hug in his life, Sean Dyche? I'm just not sure. To be honest. I guess he has. I guess his parents would have hugged him at least once. Branthwaite nearly had a hat-trick. I tell you what, Ryden is having a great old game on the left. He's having I like this kid. Let's give him some praise because everyone looks pretty miserable with their face, don't they? Spence on a yellow. We don't want any stupid yellow cards, so let's just quickly make some changes. So Spence can come off. Let's put Steinbeck back there. Spence can come off for Redondo. Burge can come on for Statch. And Ryden's getting a bit tired, but I think we'll keep him on for now.
You're on the list.
Oh, hello. Thank you, Heroic Bear. Thank you very much for the follow. Lovely stuff. As I said on YouTube, I have no idea if people are subscribing or becoming members and stuff. This is the first ever stream on YouTube of Football Manager. Of Football Manager, because I did stream some FIFA back in the day. But if you have subscribed, thank you very much. I assume it would have told me in the chat, but it might not have done. So yeah, I don't know. Can I don't know what I can look at to show me that, but yeah. Don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks very much. So, oh my God, I forgot to do any more subs. What review Harry Kane will likely back for the World Cup because it's got a good replacement. I think Harry Kane should go to the World Cup. He's still scoring goals for Bayern Munich. He's still a good player. I think he should go. I just don't think he should be the starting striker. I guess I don't know. Do you know what? I've said that out loud and then I've thought, I don't know. If he's still scoring goals and the system that Thomas Tuchel wants to play works with Harry Kane, he would be a good striker to have if he's still scoring goals. But like it didn't look like he should have been starting in the Euros, right? But it would take a brave man to drop Harry Kane for the last Euros, right? To not play him. Like if you are the actual England manager, last Euros, I don't think there's any way you're dropping Harry Kane. Now you probably can. He's 2 years older. You can probably leave him out, put him on the bench, something like that. But for a guy that could just grab you a goal at any moment, it's a very, very big call to not pick him. Let's give Morgan Rogers a run out. We'll put Goodmanson on the right. That's all of our subs. So yeah, it is an interesting thing, Harry Kane. It's an interesting dilemma. I mean, I'm intrigued by Thomas Tuchel. I'm intrigued by Thomas Tuchel as England manager. I'm intrigued by how he's going to line up. I'm intrigued by players he's going to pick, what system he's going to use. I just don't know, because the most I've seen of Tommy Tuchel was obviously Chelsea, right, when he was Chelsea manager, and I like to think I'm quite astute. He got 2 goals and 2 assists, Goodmanson. He's so good. I like to think I'm quite, astute at seeing tactics and how people play, but I can't see what Tuchel did at Chelsea mapping over to England with the players that England have. I forgot to rest everyone. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone else feel that? Maybe that's just me. I'm not sure. But I don't see it happening. I didn't follow him too much at like Bayern and PSG and places like that, but I just don't know. I just don't know about Tommy Tuchel. I don't know what to think. In my mind, I think it's a good appointment. But that's because I'm going on his sort of reputation, I guess. But we'll see. I think this will be his last World Cup. Thomas Tuchel, no system, worm around, Kane, but can't wait. Lewis and Gordon said, yeah, I mean, the thing is with England, right, is we've always got, I say they, I am English, we've always got good players coming through who can perform, who can do well. The problem we have is that they come in and then we're like, oh, they're the next big thing. They're going to be amazing. They're going to take us to the World Cup glory. They're going to win us the Euros, like Foden and people like that. It's just sort of like, oh, Tuchel didn't win the title at Bayern. It doesn't bode well. I mean, yeah, that's not a great look, but he clearly is a very good manager, isn't he? He clearly does know what he's on about. I mean, Simon Ryan's the only one that's tired, so we'll start Pedro Neto over him. And let's put Lindstrom and Neto on the other wings, so they're moving a bit. Semi, after me bigging up Semi, he's on a bit of a dry spell, isn't he? Oh, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's fit enough for the bench. Sorry, Sandberg. Off you pop. You're not going to be on the bench. Everybody else is fit. Let's go and smash West Ham, please. Let's go and smash West Ham. I don't know. I'm just not sure what to think about England. And when's his first game? He's now been appointed, right? I think it was in 2025 he was taking over. So I'm interested. I'm interested to think. Let me Google it quickly. Tuchel first England game. Thomas Tuchel's first game as England manager will be on Friday, March the 21st, when England play Albania. There you go. So not too long to wait, about a month, and we'll see how he's looking. We'll see how he's looking. So Albania and Latvia at home. Okay, cool. Thank you, Robbie Laz. Thank you. Right, I mean, we're having all the momentum, which, again, if you watch my streams, I think, my videos, I think is a good marker. I've never had issue with having an English manager. Yeah, I like to be a purist and think every country should only be allowed, like they're only allowed to pick players of their nationality or nationalised players, they should only be allowed to pick the best manager or managers of their nationality. But because that isn't a rule, I really don't care. I just want the best manager. To be honest. Oh my God, Pedro Neto has just hit the post from about 6 yards. Oh, Pedro, I'll put you into... Oh, Branthwaite scores. I put Pedro Neto into the team. At least he's got an assist. But, yeah, the purist in me would like it to be... Well, it's a national team. The players can only be of that nationality. So the manager should be of that nationality. But that isn't a rule. So I don't care. Go and get the best manager. Obviously, the problem with that is that when you get down to, like, Papua New Guinea, that Papua New Guinea would benefit from having a non-Papua Guinean manager who has more experience, I imagine. Or like Vanuatu, like how tough is it to get Pompeii, the country of Pompeii? Play Up Pompeii, if you've ever read that book, really good. They would benefit from having a foreign coach because it's probably hard enough for them to find 11 people that actually play football to a decent level. So yeah, it's tough. So it'd almost be trolling everyone else if we win something with a German. It would. A great goal from Lindstrom. It would be trolling English fans, other nations fans, German fans. It would be mental. Imagine if he won us the World Cup. Like, it would be unreal in the world of football if Thomas Tuchel... You're right, Rich. It would be the ultimate troll. It would be the ultimate troll on the world of football. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like one of my, maybe not my favourite, but one of my favourite England managers of my generation since I've been watching football was Fabio Capello. Because I knew his history. I'd loved him at Roma. Like, he had been a really kick-ass, brutal manager. And I was like, that's what that group needed. And I don't think he fucked it up. I think the players fucked it up. Then, I really like... What a free kick from Albert Gudmundsson. Thank fuck Fernando Redondo isn't on the pitch and taking that. 5-0. I did say I wanted to batter West Ham, and batter them we have, like a piece of cod. I love Sven. Obviously, I love Terry Venables, but that was Euro 96, and that I was like 10, and it was my first ever football tournament I really remember. And it was in England, and it was the best tournament ever hosted. And Gaza was amazing, and Alan Shearer was amazing, and that whole team was amazing. But yes, I love Sven. I loved Capello. I didn't love Southgate, but you can't argue with his results. Like, he got that team getting results, not playing good football, but getting results. And he was bailed out by some superstar moments from certain players, but it's just... I don't know. I just want... Do you know what? I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. I've got to an age where I want to be entertained about football. It sort of touches on what Frederica said earlier. I just want to be entertained. I just... Like, when my team win, it's great. When Man United win, when England win, when folks in Invicta win, it's great. But there's something about just seeing entertaining football. And that's why... I don't really like Man City, because their games are quite boring. Pepper's sucked the joy. Like, Jack Grealish used to be great to watch for Villa, and then Pep got his hands on him, and now he runs up against the defender, stops, and passes the ball backwards. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. So, why don't I have another holding midfielder on the bench? Oh, I do. Kieran Andrews can play there. There we go. Let's change this front three because they're all very tired. Neto off for Am I taking the striker off? No, Semi's fine. For Rodgers, Lindstrom off for Ryden. Oh, actually, let's go Rodgers in behind. Gudmundsson can come off for Semi. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin's going to get 10 minutes. That's a proper Football Manager, like real life Football Manager thing to do, isn't it? 10 minutes at the end of the game when you're 5-0 up, coming back from injury, just to give him some match fitness. The Serbian match still hurts my brain. Yeah, it's like the Iceland. Calvert-Lewin scores. Welcome back, mate. Welcome back. The Iceland game under Roy Hodgson. Like, I was in Austria watching that, and that, yeah, it hurts my brain to this day. I don't get that game. It was very reminiscent to Steve McLaren against Croatia. Like, I was in a pub in Cardiff that day on a university water polo trip. We were playing in a competition in Cardiff. I went to university in Birmingham. Calvert-Lewin's got 2 on his 10-minute cameo back from injury. We're beating West Ham 7-0. Bloody hell. And that game against Croatia with Steve McLaren was just awful. Awful. The football was awful. The pitch was awful. The conditions were awful. Nothing. You didn't come away from that game thinking anything about that is a good advert for football. And then yeah, bosh. That was the Wally and the Brolly day, wasn't it, when we lost to Croatia? So, but yeah, it's an interesting. It's amazing what games stick with you. Why do I remember such shit games? But yeah, I do. I think we all do. You remember the really good ones and you remember the really shit ones. So, yeah. I'm also quite happy we covered the conversation around which manager would you punch and which manager would you hug. I think that was a highlight of the stream in my mind. Good times. We've got Man City in 2 days. And Branthwaite and my star centre-back and my very, very good resolute central midfielder are very tired. That is not ideal. Right, you boys. No, not you. Don't want to select you, do I? I'm not trying to select you. I'm selecting you. Why do you keep going back to Patrick Steinbeck? Oh my god, this game. This game does my head in. Right, no one's getting a rest. Nobody is getting a rest. Right, we're going to go for about 10 more minutes. As I said, it's only going to be a little stream today. That's what I want to do. Jordan Pickford's contract is expiring. Now, I wanted to try and sell him. As a man in fighting turn, owners are in your club. Yes, I want new owners. Fuck me, I wanted the Glazers out. The Glazers have never been allowed to buy the club. The fact that they've bought the club and now the way they bought it is illegal, they should have been forced to sell it, basically. But unfortunately, they're American, and even though America does involve itself in wars and things like that, like most countries do, it was when Russia invaded Ukraine that they had to get rid of Abramovich for assets and things like that. So, but yeah, no, the Glazers, I definitely want them gone. Like, the just from a monetary point of view, just from a monetary point of view, I want them gone. They've sucked over £1 billion out of that club. And I know we've spent a lot of money, but £1 billion is a lot of money that you could have invested in the stadium, the facilities, the ladies team, the better scouting, recruitment, like all those sort of things that everyone wanted. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I mean, Ineos haven't done a great job, have they? But I do think Ineos' hands are tied, and they are business people. So Jim Ratcliffe is a businessman, and he's coming in, a bit like Elon in America, and going, how can I make this more effective and efficient? And that's what he's trying to do, and he's doing it in a very shit way, but we'll see. Right, Lindstrom, you're going to be a squad player. You're not improving your time. Okay. So this is another thing that bugs me about Football Manager. Massively bugs me about Football Manager. I said you're going to lock in as a squad player. So he's come back to me and said, fine, I'll be a squad player in this role, but you have to sign defensive midfielders. But then says that isn't close enough to my demands. So why didn't you just walk away and say, no, I don't want to sign a contract as a squad player? Absolutely ridiculous. You're lucky you spend money, can't say that with Newcastle. No, that is true. Newcastle didn't really spend anything under Mike Ashley. And they haven't called it the Ineos Old Trafford Stadium yet. They haven't called that yet. Alan Dorf is just... Yeah, he can be... He's got a 1-year extension. Can we get some money for him, do we think? This is the useless guy they bought in from Newcastle. I'm not too sure. I mean, he's got a good jumping reach. But... Yeah, no, not really. In what world would a player demand what a manager does in contract talks? Well, it's not, is it? I'm talking to his agent. Like, that was his agent. Sorry, my throat's going again. Oh, Christopher, don't get me started on the Dan Ashworth thing. That is just absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. But also, I think the bigger question is, in what world where he is a squad player, like he is currently a squad player, and he has not made more appearances this year than he has last year. He's probably got a few more in terms of numbers, but he was a squad player here when he made 30 appearances, right? He's still a squad player. We're halfway through the season and he's made 17 appearances in all competitions. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, he's still a squad player. He's being rotated in and out of the squad. He's coming off the bench. I'm going to make him sweat. I'm going to make it... Because I want to keep him. I want to keep Jesper Lindstrom. He's been really good, but... Not doing it. I think it's time for Harry Wilson to move on. I do think we can live without Harry Wilson now. Jordan Pickford's... Again, if he's happy to not be first choice, but I highly doubt that. Like, yeah, I mean, he's really good. He is really, really good, Jordan Pickford. But do we use this as an opportunity to go, you're 34, you've been a great servant when we picked you up from Everton, who got relegated. And we go out there and just splurge. I think splurging on a goalkeeper could be a good thing. Could be a good thing. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll see. My worry is that he's going to agree. I mean, no one's interested in him just yet. We'll walk away for now. We'll walk away. Also, £18 million, by the way, for Jordan Pickford is an absolute steal. Absolute steal. The first thing Piff did, remove a sport-directed sign. Piff did, oh, yeah, and Crabness from when it happened. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So, that was... I mean, it was called what? St. James... Sports Direct at St. James's Park. Everyone just still called it St. James's Park. Like, and then it was just covered in Sports Direct. Oh! Kieran Andrews has claimed the European Golden Boy Award. Wow. 19-year-old has put in some good performances this year, scoring 14 goals in 33 games, an average of 7.18. I mean, he has done well, and he came through our youth academy. He's part of the youth. He's... Yeah, you don't have to go and buy this. I mean, he's not great, is he, when you look at his attributes? Good work rate. He's resolute, which really helps. Decent pace, good acceleration. Finishing isn't great. Like 11. Good passing, good technique. He's actually a very good playmaker when you look at him. Passing, technique, vision, work rate. Off the ball's good to get into some spaces at 12. Determined, flair. Yeah, he's sort of an underlying numbers guy anyway. You look at it and think he's not great when you first look, but then actually dig into the attributes he needs and he's really good. Just a bit short, but he is two-footed, so... Yeah, there you go. Kieran Andrews in there, Fulham player, blessed. DJ Spence and Anthony Robinson were selected in the best North American best 11. Wow. Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing. Emery talks up. Yep, thank you. This is bloody Man City. I hate playing Man City. Man City always beat me. Might go 4-4-2. Might go 4-4-2. And see it, but. I don't know. We're not going to see that game. We are going to end the stream just there. I think for a little bit, just as we get to the January transfer window. Hopefully, we come back tomorrow, and I've got time to do a little short stream tomorrow. Where we do. Hopefully, we can bash through January and get some transfers done. But we'll see. The game in the background, by the way, is still loading. You can see it in the corner right up there. It's still loading into the 1st of January. So there's obviously a lot of stuff happening with the transfer window opening. But that was really good. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for chilling out with me and hanging out and everything. Good to be back. Good little stream. Let me know if you enjoyed it and how it's been, what you liked, what you didn't like. Give me a feedback form and all that good stuff. Yeah, we'll be back soon. Who can we raid? Is there anyone out there that we can go and raid? I'm going to say Stack. I think that's Stack, but with numbers. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, that was really good. Has anyone got any recommendations? I'm not going to go and raid Zims. He's got enough viewers as it is. Lacquer Gaming has 24. Mr. FM Twitch has 34. Wow, all these people have got a good number of viewers. FM Builder Nation, Season 13 for Castrix. He's only got 8 viewers. We could go there. So this is where we are probably going to say goodbye. Let's raid it. Do you know what? I'm not going to raid it. I can't be bothered at the moment. We're just going to end it. So thank you very much, everybody. That is where we're going to call it. Thank you, everyone on YouTube who's been watching. Likes. We've actually got a good number of likes on YouTube as well. Thank you to all the follows, all the resubscriptions, all the new subscribers, and everything like that. We're back. Hopefully going to keep it up pretty good for full time. I hope the stream has been good throughout. Please do give me feedback. It's the first time I've done both streams for Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, it was really good. But thank you all very, very much for watching. We'll end it there. For now, I'm out. Cheers.